everybody? It's Zach, aka Zach's Reviews. We are back again with another video, and guys, we are going to be reviewing 2021's Cowboy Bebop, or Netflix's Cowboy Bebop. What's crazy is that, this live action adaptation of this anime came out last Friday, and I didn't even know that Cowboy Bebop was even an anime. Okay, I didn't even know it was even an anime. I didn't even know until literally we got like the opening, the opening theme of the live action, Netflix adaptation of Cowboy Bebop. That's when I found out that it was even an anime and this was just a live action adaptation that they were doing on Netflix. And all I have to say is that I really, really enjoyed this series. I know a lot of people did not like this series. I know a lot of people think that this is the worst adaptation of an anime. I beg to differ. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good adaptation of the anime. I know some people might not like me saying that, but that's just my personal opinion. I thought it was a really good live action adaptation, and we all know how bad live action adaptations can be of anime, regardless of what it is. Netflix did a couple, I think, of live action adaptations. They did Death Note. It was not good. I'm pretty sure they did some other things, and people didn't like them. And, of course, we've seen live-action adaptations, outside of Netflix, with them trying to do Dragon Ball and everything, and just, people have tried doing it multiple times, but I have to say, this might be the best adaptation we've had of an anime, in my personal opinion, so far. And this gives me hope for a lot of future live-action adaptations of an anime show or anything going forward, because we all know they're going to be making a live-action adaptation of, My Hero Academia. That got confirmed months and months ago. I did some, news on it, so that's actually going to be happening soon, and I'm excited for it, because that's something I'm really looking forward to see, be made in live action, because I think we have the total technology to be pulling something off like that, and if we have some, good directors and everything behind it, I think it'll be really good. Same as I thought this was really good. Again, I went into Cowboy Bebop, the Netflix live action, not knowing anything about the show. I just, I'm a fan of John Cho. He plays Sulu in Star Trek. I'm a big fan of him. And that's the only person I really knew going into the show. And I know him, of course, from Searching. He's been in, Harold and Kumar. I'm just a big fan of him. So me going into this, I was like, this looks interesting. It looks unique. I'm interested, and I'm looking into, broadening my horizons of animes and things like that. And just before everybody jumps on me, I did start watching, of course, the 1998 anime of, Cowboy Bebop. I started watching that, when I was in a couple of episodes of, the live action. And, I think I was on episode 5, and then I started watching, the anime just to see how accurate it was. And if I'm being honest, it's pretty freaking accurate. Literally, I know it's a little bit out of, order a little bit. They take a lot of source material, and then they sometimes the one episode, that I saw of the live action in the anime, it didn't happen until the second episode, but when I saw it on live action, it was the second episode that they had, and when we were going against the person. So it's a little bit out of order. It's a little bit quicker. It looks like they're only grasping at straws of what's the most important things, and of course it's a little bit different. But if I'm being totally honest, character-wise of, Spike, Spiegel, and of course, Jet Black, and, Faye Valentine, and, of course, Vicious, and Julia, they're pretty, for what I can see, it's pretty accurate. I know from what, I've seen, other people's reviews, and people tell me that Julia actually was apparently a cowboy at one point, or, or a hit person at one point, apparently I heard, and I guess that's a little bit different, and I guess Vicious is a lot more, mysterious in the anime, and I guess he's a little bit more open here. But if I'm being honest, for a person that didn't know much about Cowboy Bebop and went into the live action, and it made me want to go watch the anime, that's pretty impressive in itself that Netflix was able to pull something like that off, where it's I loved the world, I loved the theme song, I loved the costumes, I loved the acting, I loved the action. It really it made me love this anime. Honestly, like the show made me love it. It makes me want to even have a season 2 of this, because I heard that, I know there's like 26 episodes or 29 episodes and there's only one season of the anime of Cowboy Bebop. There's only one season. There's like 26 episodes or 29 episodes. So there's not many, and I think they had like 2 movies or 3 movies. So it's like crazy, because, you know, as a person that didn't know much about it, going into the Netflix live action, and I fell in love with it, and I am watching now the anime. That's impressive in itself that Netflix did its job. Like, for people that didn't know much about Cowboy Bebop, it was watchable on the fact of you didn't have to go to the anime to understand what was going on. They switched the story a bit. But they took a lot of source material and a lot of things true to the story and like the characters and everything, and brought them over. From what I could see from like me watching, again, like the live action and going towards the anime and like seeing what they took and what they didn't take and doing some research. So I was very impressed with them getting the same composer that did the song, the theme song, them getting the costumes pretty damn accurate, and then them, like, you know, the actors and actresses that they picked for the roles did an amazing job. Like, they killed it. And the story in general, I know I've been hearing that's a little bit different, but I like the story that we got. And for a person that, again, didn't know much about the anime, this made me want to go watch it. And I think that was that's a big main point of, that's great that this live action is bringing in a lot of people to the fandom and wanting to go check out the source material. And it's like, again, we don't, like, people can't expect that they would take everything from the source material and put it over. Of course, they're going to do a spin on it, to make it fresh also for the people that did watch the original anime. So it's like, they don't know everything that's going to happen. They're going to spin it a little bit. And I feel like it was, in my personal opinion, I feel like it was fine enough, whereas, like, you know, they want to, like, that's personally what we should expect from usual, like, adaptations. They usually want to, you know, do some twists and turns in it to make it a little bit different. And I thought, from what I saw personally, that was a really good spin on, like, of what I saw, because I loved it. I loved the live action. I thought it was great. I thought it was cool. I thought it was fun. I loved going on the adventures with, you know, Spike, or, you know, or Fearless. And learning about, you know, Spike and his past in the Syndicate, being fearless, and, you know, and being with, and, you know, finding out that, you know, Vicious, you know, his connection to Vicious and stuff like that, and his love for Julia, and, you know, and Vicious's love for Julia, and just, you know, seeing that, you know, play out. I love seeing all that go down, and I loved him spending time getting to know, you know, Jet Black, and, you know, and Faye Valentine, and how, like, you know, how Jet and how Spike, you know, met Faye, and how, like, they grew, like, their group together. And just seeing where everything was going, I really enjoyed it. I loved going on the adventures of being a cowboy and going on these bounties. And I got so many vibes. I got vibes for, like, of Guardians of the Galaxy. I got vibes of, you know, Star Wars a little bit. Like, I got a whole bunch of different vibes of things I love, and I really enjoyed it. And that's what I'm really happy, is that it's bringing in a lot of new people into the franchise. I know for some people it's like, some people might not be happy that's the first thing people are watching it, but it's like, it's good that Netflix made it for a place where it's like, you don't have to watch that, but it's a choice. If you really love this universe, you can go and watch the source material. And that's what Netflix left it open, to the point where, like, they made it for everybody. They made it for the old, really to honor the old, you know, fans of Cowboy Bebop, but to take a new spin on it in a way, in an approach where new fans could join and fall in love with it and want to go check out the source material. And I feel like, you know, it really, like, benefited everybody, in my personal opinion, and it makes people want to check out the source material, and it gives people some new stuff going into the live action, not knowing some things have changed. And also, it must be fun to watch the anime and then go into the live action and see what they did and didn't take. Like, when the moment, like, we see the two people, like, you know, the one girl and the one dude in the bar, and they're taking red eye, it's like literally out from the anime, and, like, the way they're dressed and the way they look, and the way the bar looks, and the red eye and everything was pretty damn impressive. And the way they were transporting through space, that's pretty accurate too. Like, there's a lot of accuracy in the way that they approached the world building. It was great CGI for Netflix. Like, I was pretty damn impressed with the CGI Netflix was able to use in this series, because I was pretty impressed. I was like, this is a pretty good CGI for Netflix. And, like, from what I've seen with Netflix CGI, that's really pretty damn good. I was very impressed. I was like, okay, I'm liking this, and like that helped out that helped it out. It's like it wasn't like some like cheap budget they had. It looked like a pretty damn big budget they had on this series, because it just didn't look like no cheap CGI. If I'm being quite honest, the CGI looked a lot better than the CGI I saw in Dune, with those, those dragon flyers. Like, I was more impressed with everything I saw in the live action Cowboy Bebop than I was seeing in Dune. And I mean, I'm really, really happy that, in my eyes, from what I saw, in my personal opinion, this is a pretty damn good adaptation of an anime. I understand some people, I guess some people didn't like how Spike acts. I guess he acts just all cool. And I guess Spike, and from what I could see in the anime, it seems like he's still cool in a sense. But the Spike in the anime, from what I saw, looked like he got his ass kicked a little bit more than, I guess, in the anime, because, or like in the anime more than the live action. In the live action, it looked like he was more of a badass more, and like could really, really put it down. I don't know, again, if that, I didn't get into it enough to find out, like, he is a badass, and, because, I mean, he was, like, in the fight where he had with the dude with the red eye in the anime, he was, like, dodging and weaving and stuff, and, I mean, they kind of got that down pat of what we saw in the live action, and I feel like people should, like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people are hating on it, and if I'm being honest, I feel like, if we're, like, we should be really happy that this was pretty damn good compared to all these other live action adaptations we've had. They've been really bad, but this was pretty damn good. And in my personal opinion, I think it's the best. Like, I really think it's pretty damn spot on. I'm gonna keep watching it. Like, I already want a season 2. It, like, left it in a place where I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen? I want to know what happens. I just want to know. Of course, I'm gonna keep watching the anime just to see going forward, like, what else they took and what else they didn't take. But if I'm being honest, they took a lot. Like, it's a lot of accuracy. Like, there's a lot of shot-for-shot things you see in the anime that you see in live action. The costumes are spot on, from what I can see. The attitudes are there. Spike always obsessed with noodles and green peppers. They literally take shot-for-shot from the anime into the live action, and I'm just shocked people just didn't like it. Again, for you diehard Cowboy Bebop fans, I want to know why you guys didn't like it. From what I saw nothing wrong with it. I thought it was good. I thought it was cool. It makes me want to keep investing more into this universe, and it makes me want to dress up as Spike for Halloween, literally. Like, I want to go out this Black Friday and go buy some Cowboy Bebop shit. Like, honest to God, I want to start dressing in a blue, suit, and wear headphones and have my hair really high up and stuff, and just chill out. Like, I want to roll my sleeves up. I want to be Spike. Literally, I loved it, and I just love the cool stuff we get in it. We get a whole bunch of different things, and the music is so from the show. It's like they got the same person that did the 1998 show and brought them on for this, and it's like they did such a good job. I just don't know why people aren't really liking it. Again, from what I'm really seeing, why people aren't liking it is that it's not like they changed some things with the Julia character. They changed some things of giving us a lot more of Vicious, and unlike the anime where it's like he was more mystery in the anime. Like, this is what I'm hearing around, is that's why people aren't liking it. And I guess I that's pretty much all I'm getting. And people think that Spike in live action is too cool, and you know what I mean. He's just too cool. He's not acting like he doesn't care. But you know what I'm saying? But it's like he clearly didn't care in the live action. He just didn't care. So it's like, I don't understand why people are talking about it. It's like they did a great job on this live action. Again, I people are gonna probably be upset either way of what I'm saying, because again, I started off watching this live action. That's what got me into Cowboy Bebop, and that's what got me to want to watch the anime. So it's like, for all you anime fans, I mean, this is good. It's bringing more people wanting to go watch the show. From the source material, even if, like, again, some people might think it's crappy that some people didn't watch the source material first before that. Again, I didn't know what it was at the time, and that's what made me want to go, watch the anime, is watching the show. And I like, again, how it's not word for word from what I'm hearing from there. And again, I could see they took some things from what I've been watching so far in the anime, and they took some things, like a lot of the thing, like a lot of like, the concepts of how the characters act, and a lot of like whatever, like, and the way they dress, and some of the stories, but a lot of it, some things happen earlier than they do on the anime, and some things happen later than they do on the anime from what I'm seeing. And it's like, that's good. I like how they're switching it up, and it's not like, we don't really know what's going to happen. And it makes it fun for someone that didn't watch the anime to go to the anime now and see what they did and didn't take. I'm shocked it wasn't fun for people to go that watch the anime to go to there and be like, oh, this is cool what they did take and what they didn't take and what they're doing here and everything. Like, I just think we have to be more open to things like this, in my personal opinion, because I feel like, it looks like they put in a lot of effort and work into the series from what I saw. And, you know what I mean? Again, I just can't get over how great the casting was for all these characters. Like, they were really great castings that Netflix picked for it to play Spike and Jet Black and Julia and, of course, Vicious and, and Faye. Like, they did a really great casting, and I could really see that they gave it their all. I can really see that they gave it a really great budget. They really tried to please the fans. And I mean, if I'm being honest, I think it has like a 30-something on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes in general, because Rotten Tomatoes, has no clue what they're talking about because they give Eternals a crappy rating, and I've never trusted Rotten Tomatoes, but I'll even look it up. Tomatoes. I think I'm right. Yeah, they gave it like a 35, I think, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Average tomato meter, I guess, gives it a 49. It went up, I think, a little bit. And audiences give it a 53. If I'm being honest, it deserves a lot more than that. Again, I've seen some crappy live action adaptations, but if I'm being honest, when I watched the show, and I watched like 5 episodes in, and then I went to the anime, I said, holy shit. I said, they took literally a ton of shit from the anime and put it to the live action. I said, this is like word for word, like impressive. Like, it really showed they put love and care into that live action. And I was just shocked when people said they hated it. I was like, what? People said it was cringy. People said they didn't like it. People said that it was just terrible. I'm like, what do you see here that I'm not seeing? I mean, people are just, I guess, just very, it's either my way or the highway. Like, that's how they take it, when it's like, again, it's not going to be a perfect word for word. They're going to take everything from there and then put it over. Like, even me, if they ever do a live action My Hero, I'm not going to want them to literally do everything I watched. They're going to switch it up, and I'll be okay with it as long as it's good. That's how it should be. It's like we don't want to watch a rewatch. We want it to be a little bit spiced up, but with the same continuity of what we loved about the show. So it's like, I'm going to expect that when we get the live action My Hero. It's like, I'm going to expect them to really keep the main grasp of what it is, which they did. You have the main team, Jet Black, and you have Spike Spiegel, and they meet Faye at some point, and they all become a group, and they all do bounties. That's like the main glue. And the whole, of course, the Syndicate and his past with the Syndicate and Julie and of course Vicious. Like, they kept the main continuity and the cool adventures and the bounties and the fun and the shooting and the action and the cool, Western music and everything. Like, they kept a lot of I felt the vibe right away. Like, when I watched the live action and when I went to the anime, I was like, oh my God, I feel that same energy. And it makes me want to keep going in that anime, because I feel that they really, whoever, like, the director was and the people that involved with the show really cared about the anime, because you could feel the love. I could feel the love when I watched the anime live action, and then when I went to the anime, I'm like, oh my God, I could feel that they really cared, the people that made the live action really cared about all the source material, and that they really wanted to, like, make fans happy. Transitioning this into the live action, and I really felt that, and I don't know, it kind of upsets me that everybody's, like, hating on it. Again, at the end of the day, the actors and all of them really gave it their all, and I mean, just because it's not everything, I guess, that word for word everything over, that's not a reason to hate it, and I feel like that's why people are hating it. And I mean, also, from what I could see from, I guess, I don't know. I guess also, Faye Valentine's a little taller than the actress that plays her in the live action. I guess people are upset about that, which is weird. And I mean, I bet you I don't know. I think some other people are upset that I guess Jet in the anime, from what I saw, he's not like, I guess like people could be upset about that too. It doesn't, from what I could see at least from the anime, he's not black in the anime, and then he's black in live action. I guess people could be upset about that too because people are weird. I don't know. It's just very weird to me that people pick the weird, like the weirdest things make them angry when this is such a great live action adaptation. Like, let's be real, guys. Of all the live action adaptations, this was spot on. It's not like an M. Night Shyamalan Avatar situation where it's like they totally didn't take anything right. Or like Death Note, or again some other things I can't even, Dragon Ball and all them. Like, they really gave it their all, and I want a season 2. Again, I don't want any hate down in the comments below. I just want to know your personal opinion on how you felt about the live action Cowboy Bebop, and I want to know if for other people out there, did you guys know Cowboy Bebop was an anime? And if you guys didn't know, did you guys watch the live action, and did that make you want to watch the anime source material, anime show? Did it make you want to watch it? Because it made me want to watch it because I fell in love with the live action. I'm like, I love the live action. I want to see what else they can do in season 2. I mean, again, there's 29 episodes, if I'm correct, in one season of Cowboy Bebop. And there's a lot of stories they could be telling. And they even saved the one person with the green goggles. I think it's like, I forget what the kid's name is. But they saved that character for season 2, and apparently that character was supposed to be there earlier in the season, just always be there, because in the anime that person was always there, and they're gonna bring her in the next episode, in the next season. So it's just a lot they can do going forward, and I really want to see where they're gonna go. I mean, it's number 1 right now on Netflix, which, I mean, I think it deserves to be number 1. I think it's a really good adaptation of Cowboy Bebop, the anime. And I'm going to keep watching the anime. And even if it's like, for people that are like, oh, you only watched a couple of episodes in of the anime, so like, how are you going to say this is a good adaptation of that? Well, it's because, again, I knew that they weren't going to take word for word everything over. Like, I knew they were going to spice it up a little bit, and I'm okay with that. I don't care about that. As long as it has the main thing that makes everybody love it, and the main thing I can see that they got and put it over. That's all I care about, and they killed it. They smashed it. I loved it. I literally am I'm gonna watch this series over and over again because I loved it, and I hope we get a season 2. That's the sad thing about Netflix. We never know if we're gonna get season 2s of things, or we never know when things are gonna get like taken off of Netflix. We just never know. And with the ratings it got on Rotten Tomatoes, I don't know. But I mean, it is number 1 on Netflix. Hopefully that will make it enough where they can make a season 2. For the people that did enjoy it, even for the people that maybe didn't enjoy it, maybe the next season will make them enjoy it a little bit more. I don't know. I'm just, I want everybody to come in here, people that like the live action, people that didn't like the live action, people that like the anime more. Let's all just talk and find out. Like, I just want to know your opinions. I don't want any hate or anything. That's not what my channel's about. So I just want to know what everybody thought about this live action adaptation. Is it really that bad? That's the question I'm asking you guys. I don't think it was bad. I think it was pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. I think that this is the best live action adaptation of an anime I've seen so far, and that gives me hope to see what we're going to be seeing in the future with with other anime live actions going forward. Again, yeah, I have faith that when My Hero comes out, it's going to be fire. So I have faith in them that they're going to kill that when that comes out, and I'm going to like it regardless. As long as they have the main continuity, I'm going to be a happy person. So that was it, guys, for my live action, Cowboy Bebop, review. Again, I've been holding off on this a little bit because, I want to keep watching a little bit more of the anime to really, make sure that, I was, because from what I saw from that first episode and the second episode, I was like, okay, it's pretty spot on from what they did in the live action. I wanted to keep watching it a little bit more, and I'm pretty impressed They took a lot of stuff, and I'm just shocked people just did not like it. Also, I've been watching some, live action reviews. You know what I mean? People actually watching the show on YouTube. They're doing episode by episode reviews, but they're actually like reacting to it. So they're doing reactions to every episode, and people are loving it. So a lot of people are loving it, and it makes me happy that some people that did watch the anime are happy with a little bit of the changes that they made, and they're okay with it as long as they have the main continuity of what the show was, and it still has the heart and soul of the anime into the live action. People are enjoying it, and that makes me happy that this like brings the passion more into making our animes into live action. This makes it even more of a shot where we can get more things in the live action, as long as they're held with people that really care about the main lore and everything, and how everything happens over to that. And I think that they killed it, in my personal opinion. But guys, that was the my review of Cowboy Bebop, and I didn't really give too much away. I guess this was technically I didn't really give anything. I mean, it's kind of known or whatever. It's like not the biggest thing. You find it literally in the first episode with the whole Julia and love triangle thing or whatever. You find out about that like literally in the first episode of the anime, and it's not really a spoiler, so I didn't give anything else away. But it's just really good, guys, and I really do. I'm gonna probably still call it a spoiler review just in case that was a spoiler, just to make sure. But guys, I really enjoyed it, and I really want to hear down in the comments below what you guys have to say about it. But guys, if you're new to my channel, subscribe to the channel, post notifications, like this video. I would love to have you guys here, a part of this family here on this channel. We're about spreading love, positivity, and motivation here on this channel. Literally, we're at 420, almost to 500 subs, and I would really appreciate it, again, if you subscribe to the channel, post notifications, and like this video, so we can achieve my dream into getting to 500 subscribers. So I would really appreciate it, again, if you hit the subscription bell. I would really, really appreciate that. Hit the notification bell and like this video. I would really, really appreciate it. But guys, that was the video. I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.